Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, research reveals that children learn about food behaviors by observing the eating behaviors of their parents. And it's especially because of their caregivers and their parents that they learn these habits. And with a prominent increase in obesity and malnutrition in South Africa, innovative pharmaceutical firm Pharma Dynamics has stepped up to the plate to provide mothers and caregivers with advice through that internet chatbot named Ginger. Joining us this afternoon is Nicole Jennings from Pharma Dynamics to tell us more. Welcome to the Loft.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So let's just quickly talk about those behaviors. Is it really true? Do kids do that thing where it's like, don't do as I say do as I do?
It's absolutely true. And parents are in a very privileged situation where they have the first 5 years of their child's life basically to determine that child's dietary blueprint going forward. Children, usually their parents are their heroes. You know, they look up to their parents and they watch. If the mom and the dad are eating lots of fresh fruit and fresh vegetables, that child will take that behavior forward and they will likely teach their children the same habit. So it really is very important to set a good example for kids.
Start that chain reaction now. So if you are creating that chain reaction, you can almost create a healthy habit for your kids and their kids and those kids, and so the chain will continue. What's quite difficult to be a parent nowadays, 21st century, is that so much of your kids' time is spent away from you. I also think about school time. How do you control something that's out of your control?
Absolutely. So as I say, the first 5 years specifically is extremely important, and not everyone is in a position where one parent can stay at home and, you know, take care of the child. But it is very important then to take care of the lunchbox. And, you know, there are so many ways that you can spice it up. You basically follow the same system as you would with a plate. So a lot of nice fresh fruit and veggies. And you can get creative with bite-sized pieces of cucumber, some carrot sticks. You can use lemon to keep avocado nice and fresh. There are so many things that you can do to make that lunchbox exciting.
Pop and exciting. So they always say if you can see color, it's always a good balanced plate. That's the most important
100%.
thing. So let's talk quickly about the facts. I mean, I really want to understand about obesity in South Africa because I've heard, especially in adulthood, and we've got one of the highest, I think we are the highest obesity rate in women in South Africa. What are the other rates that we know about obesity and malnutrition?
Yes, that's right. And not only is it already a massive issue, but it's also the fastest growing issue is childhood obesity in South Africa.
Sure.
So as things stand, 2 out of 5 children in the country are obese, and about 20% of children under the age of 5 are also stunted. So stunting refers to under or malnutrition, but what people don't realize is it's very possible to have enough food, so you can be obese and stunted when you're eating low quality food.
I see. So eating one particular diet, not getting enough nutrition into your diet, I'd imagine.
Yes,
so is that what, so the difference between sort of undereating and malnutrition is that malnutrition says you can eat enough stuff, but it's not the right stuff and not enough of the right stuff.
Yes.
Sure, that's fascinating. And do you think schools are doing enough to try and combat this?
Unfortunately, at this stage, not all schools are doing enough to combat. You know, a lot of schools still have tuck shops where they sell crisps and, you know, chocolates and all sorts of sugary sweets, sugary soft drinks. If you give a child money to go and buy their lunch, of course they're going to opt for the things with a nice wrapping. And
I did, yeah.
So you can't leave it in the child's hands to make those decisions. As adults, you know, and policymakers need to get involved, and they need to make sure that there are healthy options for children that can access at school.
Sure. Honestly, like obviously I'm not a parent at the moment, and I can imagine how overwhelming it must be with the amount of information that's out there, not being too sure of what to do. So you guys at Pharma Dynamics have released a really cool program on Facebook, you know, Ginger. I like Ginger. It's a cool bot that you guys can chat with and then get information on how to, you know, treat your diet better with your children. Tell us more about it, because that's an exciting way to kind of combat that.
Yes, so we're very excited about Ginger, and what we thought is, you know, a lot of parents don't have time to always plan meals in advance, to plan lunch boxes. Oftentimes 2 families are working. So Ginger will provide you with a free weekly meal plan. We've developed these recipes to be very, very affordable, and they all are approved by the Heart and Stroke Foundation of South Africa. And you also get one consolidated shopping list on a day of your choosing. So you don't have to sit down one day of the week, plan out your meal, go do your grocery shopping. Ginger takes care of all of that for you.
That's so cool.
And phase 2, we're currently developing, it'll launch in about 2 or 3 weeks or so, is a language interpreter, a natural language interpreter. So you can say to Ginger, I've got butternut, what can I make? And she'll give you a lovely healthy recipe. You can also say, I feel like a salty snack, what can I have? And she'll give you a healthy option to your normal potato crisps, for example.
And this is all on Facebook?
That's right, yes.
How amazing.
Yeah, so Cooking from the Heart SA, that's the name of the Facebook page. And as soon as you click on the message button, Ginger will engage with you. There is a short registration process just to make sure we're sending giving you the right information for your family.
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, it's as simple as that, really taking
Thank
the
you.
effort out.
This is so cool. Thank you so much for sharing this, because I really think there is so much information out there. To have one consolidated source to be able to give you all that info really makes parenting a lot easier. So
Yes.
thank you very much for sharing it. If you guys missed any of that, obviously all those details will be on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Remember, healthy eating really does start at home, and it's up to you as parents and obviously the caregivers of your children to set a good example and ensure our children grow up healthy and develop good eating habits from a very young age. If you'd like more advice on healthy eating and some inspiration in the kitchen, visit Cooking from the Heart SA on Facebook and sign up to the Ginger, the chatbot.
Pharma Dynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.